Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War with me, your host, Luckymarine. We're about to do the Siege of Suffolk. Intricate zigzag lines within lines, lines protected flanks, etc, etc. Excellent. Now we'll go back to camp and we'll add a couple more brigades to the first goal. We'll probably make those brigades cannon heavy actually. What have we got? Remove cable up. Nope. Move Whittaker up. And Gary. And Wood. Gone. Alright, we'll go on that. (18 of 18). Why I would consider a little cannon heavy, however, they're going to be smashing themselves against our emplacements. Then the cannons are going to do some good work. Away we go. That's a bit crappy. Don't like that terrain. Okay. We have a few hours to go. What's this up here? Is this marsh? No. Alright, so we probably will have to get on that, but he doesn't need a 3-star. We'll chuck Murphy, Foster, Terry, Hawkins, then our people. Of course, we're aiding Peck, so that's all right. Yeah, we'll put Walton on the side, put Brewster along here. There is a bridge, but I'm fairly certain to be able to get across that. Loomis will probably push you into this gap here. Iron Brigade, similar. We may even put you in reserve somewhere. Before the fight, we might even press them forward. Press them forward just across the river, just to get the first few volleys on, whilst the enemy are in the open. And we'll push. What did we bring with us? 12 pounders. Yep, we'll push these up. Alright, I want you. And he's wood straight away, and I want you to run it. Brewster, that's that defensive point. Wilson, that defensive point. Loomis, okay, self-concealed in those woods. I want you right behind those men. Scales again, right behind these defensive positions. Don't think we need skirmishers out. So we can use Loomis either to cover this gap, or I can press him into the flanks. Maybe even over here. we'll see how it develops. We'll see how the game develops. Get you in those woods. Just be wary of any kind of flank. Back. Let's have you a little bit further. I doubt you're going to need to perk at Walton. You just down there. This guy still haven't been seen. And I've managed to get into these woods, totally unseen. That's fairly excellent. A lot of cannons. Canister shot into horses. That's gonna make them happy. You fire into them. Yep, you into them. You into these horse. Don't charge. Just want you to get shots into the flank, nothing more. You, yep. You, yep. I will probably pull the Iron Brigade out after this. Or I've got defense and depth with Loomis. Iron Brigade, what are you doing? And Longstreet's joined. He's shown up. If we can take him out. No, we use our cannons for better things than that. Loomis, on that point. Run. Iron Brigade. Okay, we need it up here as well. Well. We're good, turn around. We'll try and fend off Benning. need you to be firing into those. You to be firing into those. And you to be firing into those. Let's get the grape shot. Canister shot even. Terry, when you're back on here. Cannons, we should be focusing over here. Iron Brigade. Let's get you over this side as well. Right. Cannons have been left unattended. Right. You into there. When you firing at... Yeah, try to take out Long Street if you can. Iron Brigade, maybe you'll have better luck on that. Don't know why we're having such issues with this place. I think it's because these are getting shots into the side. Even the Iron Brigade don't want anything to do with it. Alright, let's stop flogging a dead horse. Let's just line them up. You take out those. You, who's closer? I don't know. Try to turn camper away. Actually, we'll put... no. Damn you, Foster. Alright, let's pull back. Yeah, we'll put black skirmishers into here. They might disappear and Robertson might march the other way. You never know. The AI sometimes is that stupid. Alright, so we'll turn camper away. Force down when you're back on this location. I don't want to lead this army round in a flanking action just because they're following my skirmishers. Let's try just to get them to continue running. These guys might just turn around. Or Foster, can you turn Benning? In fact, we should have you firing at Benning as well. Nope, they're gone. You're not doing anything. I need you moving. So if you run it. So if you getting a final shot into Garnet before he goes. Nope. Evidently not. Try to take out Longstreet. So Robson stops his chase. Let's try and take out Anderson, stop him from being quite so aggressive. Let's get Terry back on that defensive unit. And you fire into that melee. And you. Let's try to turn them away. Ooh, scales. Decided not to play. Get you flanking shots into who? Armistead? Armistead? Armistead. Alright, so Kemper's routed. So if you're running up this edge again, distract somebody. Loomis is blocked, but that's fine. He's acting as cover for either of these to fall. Let's try and get beyond the cannon hit. Give them something else to think about. Don't remember asking you to fight them. You're meant to be a diversionary tactic. Get these cannons to look the other way. Take out the horse. Can, excellent. Let's press you further forward so you can get grape. Grape is for ship. Get your canister shot going. Let's press you just a little further forward. You decided to run away because you got canister in the face. Let's get you to fall back a little bit. Alright. We've dragged the skirmishers slightly forward of Garnet, meaning we should be able to get shots on the skirmishers without Garnet volleying into us. Where are we firing? Yeah, okay. Yep. Walton, you fall back again. Ah, here we go. Here's some support. Excellent. Alright, you. When you're all along this edge. Here we go. Let's just have you in the rear. And cannons. 24 pounders. Yep. Take that. Woods. 12 pounders. Put you a little bit further behind the line this time. And Mercy. Just there. You're still firing on them. These guys are out in the open. Let's try to take the law out. Loomis back onto that. Let's try to take Garnet out again. Yeah, the flanking shot on defensive, you wouldn't, if you prepared defenses, it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be like this to a point where you could fire it in here. They'd have closed this off. I don't care if there's a road there or not. If you prepared defenses, there isn't a gap here. There's not a gap where they can take advantage of flanking shots in. You put the rod in here somewhere. I don't know. Stupid. Would never happen. Well, we had skirmishers down here, but I think this little mangled body pile is what's left of the Iron Brigade skirmishers. Oh well. Derek, you don't belong to me. Let's get you back in the fray. Johnson. Push you up to frontline duty. And Hazelman. I want you down this way. Let's try and turn Robson. Who's flanked? Oh. Push Loomis back forward. Ah, Terry crap. Now we're just gonna have to form our own line here. Kirk, down here. I don't need you running. And press. Right, someone through these woods. Now that it's kind of dragged them out into the open a little more, a man for man. I reckon we're probably better than them. Our cannon's right there. Is it? Maybe not. Alright, so they'll get flanking shots. Onto them now. Kirk's shuffled around because he got pushed out this gap. There's a lot of cannon up here. Hazelman's just going to have to deal with it, I think. We'll route Jenkins out, route Davis out. And continue up the line. another shot on Davis whilst he's in the open. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit messed up there. Yeah, that pretty much wasn't worth it. Alright, back on defensive positions. Let's take stock of what has happened. Terry, I want you in this tiny gap. Well, we knew they'd be back, but thankfully we had a bit of cover. What is... I don't know. Just turn around. Oh my word. Turn around to face this way, you set of... No, fuck off. If you can't follow orders. Terry, what are you doing? Fucking retard. When you're in this gap, I can't fit in this gap. Might as well walk out into no man's land. You're doing well, but then you fucked it. If it takes me 3 attempts to get you to turn the other way, then you can fuck off back in the rear. I put a little bit of cav in every core now, actually. Cav would be ideal for trying to rout out some of these cannons. The thing is, there are far too many of them, and they're all covering each other. No, all the way to the back. Who are we firing at? No. Fire at him who's out in the open. We'll pull Walton back just a little bit to try and drag Garnet in. No, we won't. Walton's gonna have to go there. Actually, Walton, you stay there, Garfield. You need the experience. Put you in that little gap there. Now let's go. There should be Cable has been killed. We did leave him isolated, I suppose. Garfield. How close do you need to be before canister shot? Get some more rounds down. Another volley? Yeah, good. They are a little bit more hard wearing than they used to be. Johnson into this hole here. Quite a long time to go. We're going to incur some heavy losses here. You on there, you on there. Press you forward. So they've been going on for so long now that they're struggling for ammunition, which is nice to see. So why is it that King Kirk can fire at Davis without turning his entire regiment to face him? That is what you failed early to do, and that's why you're back there. Think about what you've done. Why do we randomly get vision over here? Sometimes we can see into this bit, sometimes we can't. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know at least 3 over here. Anderson, you get the good news today. Alright, when you're pressing up. don't know how these cannons have vision on us here. Whether they just assume that the palisades are occupied. It's probably the case actually. Where's our supply truck? We don't have one. I have like a supply depot. 0 left. Alright. I'm a supply, everybody. You. And you. Well, all of this actually. Even Gary. Right. That's a good shot there. Might be able to turn Kemper enough. Do we get flanks into Kemper as well? Flanked by what and by whom? That can't be a flank. How are you flanked? Press forward ever so slightly just to get shots on Jenkinson. Now will probably be a good time to press out, but against all of that artillery. I'd rather them take long range pot shots at us than get up close and get cancered to death. Alright, we're slowly routing their right flank. Kirk's doing good work. Kirk's doing good work. They're struggling to get over the river and get away from us. No, try and get another shot on if you can. Also got their back to you. Good stuff. $22 minutes left to go. You on cover here? No, cover 1%. Alright. Looks like Armistead has come over to fill in the gap. They are going to be in full cover though. They may be stupid enough to carry on moving out of that cover. Yeah, that was a We push Kirk forward just enough. And he's managed to get flanking shots on Robinson there. Right, cannon, let's try and dislodge Armistead if we can. I know he's in cover. Okay, try to take out Davis. I think he's going to be in 1% cover. Can about face slightly, take out Law, get him to route, probably because he's in, well, he's balls deep in river. Looked like they were routing, but they stopped pretty quickly. No. Okay, done. So more infantry, they had more cavalry just because we don't have any. Yeah, for all that cannon fire that was happening, we didn't lose much to it. We have more guns than them. Okay, full victory. How do the cans get on? 1,000 losses to 70. Nagel did well. Gary did okay. Whittaker did really well. Who did crap? Ragnar Daniel didn't take part. Mersey, not really. He did alright. It's almost 100 to 1. And someone, yeah. Problem child. Problem child of that engagement. Kokoran wasn't ours, don't care about him. Getty wasn't one of ours, don't care about him. Same as he's been wounded again. Cable, who's only a colonel. We can buy him better. And Johnson has been promoted. Excellent. Good, what do we get? A few cannons. Captured some Harper's Ferries. Okay. Alright. That was a bit more intense than I was expecting, to be honest. Let's spend our career point in economy. Let's get a 5% discount. And let's sell all our crap. All the stuff that we're never going to use. Don't use the 10 pounders. We'll keep all those though. Loomis. There's Loomis in the shop. What happened? I'm fairly certain they didn't die. There's no way a major is going to be able to take on Loomis's regiment. Oh, yes. Well, command comes down, but there's no inefficiency there. Not yet. cable. And I'll do Johnson. Division commanders are all lieutenant generals. Right down here. It's the 2nd Corps. We'll leave Johnson in charge of his stuff. I don't know. Walton, Grant, Schimmelfing, that guy. Probably could bring Walton back. You want your highest ranking officers in your corps first. We hardly use Horsey Corps, so Brooks is just in there for the shits and giggles. And then after that, you want them division command, and then after that, unit command. Has a bleed down effect on the amount of command points that you get. Nah, we'll leave it as that. We'll leave it as that. Fits. Let's get you up to 15. And Whittaker. 15 again. Woods. Let's get you up to 15. And Scales. Wilcox is fine. Gary is fine. Bring our cannons up to 15 if they dip lower. And who? Okay. 3 other rookies. Johnson. Yep, rookies again. Kirk. Yep. Henselman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll just fill out with rookies. Loomis, rookies to a point. Nah. Up to there. Veterans for the rest. Brings the efficiency down just because he's a major. Could probably get someone in. We can't. Can we buy someone in? We cannot. Only a colonel. Colonel will probably cut it actually. It'd be a lot better than a major. In terms of efficiency. So we're at 54 now. Swap out for a colonel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And he's not far away from becoming a brigadier general. There we got 2 wounded. At least this way it spreads a little bit of experience around, ready for when we plop out some more brigades. You're all fully fleshed out. Iron Brigade. Check of veterans. 4th Division. Or for that, Horsicle. Probably not with horses, I'll probably end up renaming this now. What equipment are we using? Can we use anything else? Springfield 55, no. They're worse than what we have, aren't they? Yep.
Yes, sir.
I should probably spend a little bit of this. Burnside, you carbine. You are. Which means your range is pretty crap, but your fire rate good. Damage is alright. No. We'll take Springfield. Not 2,000 of them, I doubt. Unless we make up a specific unit with just 2,000 people, I doubt we have enough in the armory to outfit. Oh, we're not far away. Okay. Yankees ain't gonna stop coming. We know it. So your request for reinforcements has been improved. Make sure you survive until our 4,300 recruits reach your lines. Mr. President, unfortunately we have bad news. In the Battle of Siege of Suffolk, we had to withdraw versus the overwhelming forces of the Yankee General Luckymarine. I'm kindly expecting your orders on how I should proceed. Major General Ray Toon. Didn't we have a Toon? Don't we have a Toon now? I think he's a corps commander now. No, division commander. Andrew Sweeney. Toon, yeah, Nathan Toon. Ah, they grow up so quickly. From unit commander to division commander in a blink of an eye. Alright. We did inflict at least 25% casualties on the Confederate army at the Siege of Suffolk. Therefore, what an arbitrary number. we get a minus 6% enemy army size. That's going to help. Considering how many troops we faced in the last fight, I'm probably going to get some more people. Going to probably pad out the cause. 25,000, yeah, 50,000 men. I don't think it's going to be enough. But that is where we leave it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more from Ultimate General Civil War. We'll get more people. And then we'll charge into Nansemond River. I can do some reading up on it. Till then. Till next time. Do take care.